All right, welcome back. Let's come home now and talk about domestically, talking about Nigeria Professional Football League, where we're getting conflicting reports from the Federation Cup game that took place today. Crown FC taking on Ifeanyi Ubah. Some accounts have it that the game ended 2-1. Some that the match was disrupted and it didn't end. And a whole lot happened today. But these are the pictures from the game. I think the key moment was a decision made by the ref that didn't go down well with the players from Crown, and you could see the players circled, the referee, and a lot of things were going on. But let me start with only conflicting reports. We'll have to cross our hands, fold our hands, and wait probably for a clarification by the NFF on this one. But I don't know, how do you take the conflicting reports we're getting? You expected that we just get the results and move on, but now it doesn't look like it's going to happen that way.
Yeah, I think the Federation has a lot to do. When such issues arise, then you must have to be firm. Like you said, there are reports that the game did not end. This issue actually happened in the 86th minute. There's another report, that I also read that later on,
the guys came on the pitch.
The players from both teams came back and the game ended. But this is not good for the image of the Federation Cup. You could see how fans entered,
encroached the pitch.
This is the semi-final.
And I remember Tony telling me today that it looks as if some fans came here with a mindset that something is going to happen, and when things didn't go their way, they took caution. Took caution to the wind.
I like to be very careful. Around things like this, so that we give very accurate reports, very objective report of what happened. But from the pictures I've seen, and I think I must give credit to the channel's correspondent in Kaduna who got these pictures for us to tell us the true situation of what happened.
Yes.
This game didn't look like it was concluded, because the referee was chased out, and I asked myself if the
fans encroached the pitch.
The fans encroached the pitch, they chased the referee around, and I wonder if after the referee has been chased around like that in the 86th minute,
we will have the courage of mind.
And the issue, if you look at this very well, from the pictures that have been sent to us, lack of security is at the center of everything going on. The referee wasn't feeling safe, the fans were encroaching at will. Ifeanyi Ubah scored the penalty, the fans came on to celebrate. Some of their fans on the far side came onto the pitch to celebrate for a few minutes, danced around, and went back to the stands. And then look at players of Crown harassing the assistant referee and going over several times. Nobody to maintain law and order.
At some point, it looked as if the players were called out.
And this is that's the NFF official in charge of the Federation Cup, Emmanuel Adesanya. The man has been doing a tremendous. Look at this. There was no way the referee would have been chased out and harassed and beaten
and still come back.
And look at it was beaten. He was beaten. Some Kaduna fans were trying to protect him, but the man, you consider those stewards.
And there's no sense of security.
You see the guy pulling off his shirt so that he's not the people don't identify him. You saw those guys in orange, the stewards trying to protect him. They did a good job trying to protect him, but the guy is very ugly.
Ugly scenes.
How can you come back to complete the game?
I don't think so.
After it's you see, somebody picked the flag and.
But only like we said, we're going to have to wait for the version of the football house. But this is not looking good. It's not looking good at all.
I think this is quite unfortunate. This is the semi-final of the most
prestigious football
tournament in Nigeria, the oldest, and it shouldn't get to this level. And when you are playing at this level, everything must be up to standard. Security.
Look at it. This is unbelievable.
We can't feel the presence of security men. There were no security men.
They were absent.
They were overwhelmed.
There were no security men. Those guys were stewards.
Look at this. Look at somebody carrying a chair, a plastic chair. Use it.
Somebody could have lost his life
easily.
And the intention.
Look at this. Look at it. Another fight broke out here. You see, sticks were flying around. This is a good example of how not to organize a football game.
But guys, let's really talk about the issues in the heart of the matter. What are the issues? Before fans go on rampage, allegedly, on the side of Crown.
The issue here, Yemi, is that Crown went ahead, scored the first goal. Ifeanyi Ubah equalized, and there was a penalty that was dropped controversial. But I don't think that's enough. Then the referee awarded a penalty to Crown, which the fans wanted. They wanted the referee to award the penalty to.
They scored a goal, and the referee disallowed. So they felt the goal was a good goal. That should have stood.
Yeah.
So that was the genesis of the crisis. The players were not happy. The players of Crown were not happy. They besieged the referee. That why they do. Probably asking questions why they do disallow the goal, and in the process,
which was wrong in the first place.
Yes, we know referees make these calls, but the referee's decision is final. For God's sake, it could have been a good call, because we don't have conclusive pictures to show whether the goal was offside or whether it wasn't offside. But the fact of the case is, these are things that we should teach our players to understand in the league. I see it a lot in league games, in the Premier League, in the National League. Referee will give a decision. The team will walk out of the pitch for like 5 minutes and go and do some consultation somewhere.
The officials will get involved.
Officials will call out their players. These are things that have been.
I don't think teaching the players
And then they had to use tear gas at the end of the day. So how do you now tell me that this game that the referee came back to conclude this game?
I don't think teaching the players what to do is the issue is let there be heavy sanctions. Before we got to this level in the quarterfinal, remember, such ugly issues happen.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Let's quickly take a look at some abandoned matches. Let's bring it to you. It's like Oye has pointed out, it's gradually becoming the norm to have games abandoned because of a refereeing decision.
And the curious thing, Yemi, is that okay.
All right, that's it. There was a game.
Last 3 games actually.
Yeah. Yes.
Warri Wolves, Ifeanyi Ubah in Abeokuta. You remember that game?
Quarter-final
game, just 9 minutes, and then it was about that same time. Enyimba Rivers was also abandoned in the quarter-final stage, and then the first semi-final today, Crown against FC Ifeanyi Ubah, abandoned. The NFF have all the fault in this. No punishment for abandoning and the crisis in Warri Wolves against Ifeanyi Ubah. No sanction
for Rivers
that abandoned the game against the Enyimba. Everything went on. That's the game in Abeokuta, where the referee was chased around. You see, no punishment, nothing. So,
to me, the whole Warri Wolves, I can count 11 players chasing the referee.
This is ugly. But look at the policeman.
The games of the Federation Cup this year, we always commend the NFF that the Federation Cup has gotten better,
shambolic.
But the security has messed up everything. I don't know who to blame, whether it's the NFF at the center, whether it's the organizing FAs. Maybe they don't get funds to put security in place, but the security situation around the Federation Cup this year has made a big mess of it.
Let me put it in. You talk about punishment and all that. In a case where you have all the players, everybody on the field, what kind of sanctions that will serve as a deterrent? You cannot pinpoint and say this is the only team that behaves like this. It's gradually becoming.
The games are on TV.
And it's a shame.
You can see those who are doing the chasing. You can see those who are doing the beating.
What kind of punishment?
No, it's very simple. It's not this. The Federation Cup is not a league where you have to play like 36 matches. If you crash out, you have the next edition to play in. So what it means is that you can ban the team for the next edition. So you cannot allow
that incident. Yeah, Enyimba and Rivers.
And the interesting thing about this game, Yemi, was that the referee was discovered to have made the right call.
At the end of
the day, the referee's call.
The picture was accurate.
Yes,
she was.
The striker was brought down.
Yes.
Right in the box.
Look at no punishment for dissent. No punishment
in the box.
Look at this. This is unimaginable.
When I saw this picture, I applauded the referee's confidence trying to control the game in spite of the harassment. And the captain calling out.
And we didn't get any statement from the organizing committee.
I don't know. Let me play the devil's advocate. Rivers United gave what looked like the media officer.
Look at this. Look at this.
Gave what looked like an apology.
Look at this.
It's a shame.
Pictures don't lie. These are the pictures.
It's a shame.
When Enyimba went ahead 2-1, there was still time, for Rivers United to continue the game and possibly equalize or even win the game. But they abandoned the game. And the pictures at the match, like Tony said, we are very accurate. The striker was brought down right in the box.
So these issues for us, you see, whether the referee got it right or not, there are some things that mustn't be done.
Should not happen in football.
And I think the NFF, all of us, the media, the NFF, particularly the NFF, have a role to play. What was the punishment for those who abandoned the game?
Nothing.
What was the punishment for those who assaulted the referee and chased him around? Nothing. So what do you expect? It will continue. You can be sure that this will also go the same way.
It reminds me of something you said the other time, that fines don't work. It doesn't seem to work.
No, it doesn't work.
I think we should go to...
No, I mean, examples have shown that it doesn't work. These club administrators have a way of...
Some don't even pay the fine.
They whip up sentiment. They go to their financiers and say, okay, they try to rob us, blah, 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 and they get the money. They pay. But when you deduct, like I've advocated here, ban the team from the next edition. So they will behave themselves because they know they want to play in this tournament. They have the money to pay. They will get the money to pay. But when you ban them or possibly deduct points, from the league, but in the case of this tournament, it's on a knockout basis, so you cannot deduct points. But if you ban them, then they will sit off
from the next edition.
From the next edition, then other teams that will serve as a deterrent to the other teams. But like we all have agreed here, it started from the quarterfinal. Nothing was done. No statement. No fine was imposed on the erring clubs.
No punishment.
No punishment.
No sanctions.
Nothing was. Not even what did they say? Not even a word of.
Not even a statement. A warning.
A warning that if you do this again, you are going to get
but let me
sanctioned.
Let me play the devil's advocate. A lot of aggrieved teams would say, especially some who claim to have been robbed in broad daylight, will say, we'll complain, we appeal, and nothing. And that's why you're seeing this aggression.
Then you take laws into your hands. How has that helped your cause?
There are processes in football that you have to follow. Yeah. I mean, even in the English Premier League, we see blatant calls that the referees will not see. We see fouls that are not called. We see penalties that were not penalties. But
some decisions that are upturned later.
Yeah, but we never see the fans or the clubs take laws into their hands. But, I mean, I think we've identified a lot of the problems. The NFF really need to take the Federation Cup very seriously. They've complained about the Federation Cup not having sponsors for a long time. It's not going to have sponsors if this kind of things continue.
You see this on TV.
The NFF will have to make efforts to make deliberate efforts to keep the Federation Cup, give it the quality, give it transparency, make it top-notch.
Ensure decency.
And I think at this stage, from quarterfinals, nothing stops us from giving this so much attention that the games are live on TV. From the quarterfinal, we used to have this a long time ago, in the 90s, in the late 80s. From the quarterfinals, the games are on TV. You're able to follow and watch and generate awareness. But now...
And when games are on TV, most people behave.
Yeah, they behave because they know that they are on tape.
And then we're able to see.
Yeah,
I mean, make your own judgment.
And make your own judgment. You're able to watch.
The guy was able to get the shot because it was on a neutral ground. If it was in a league where
the home side probably sees the camera.
I mean, he would do that at the risk of his life.
Our colleague, Tayo Ogunsheye of Sportsville,
was battered.
He's still recuperating now because he was battered in Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
Rivers United against Abia Warriors. The game ended goalless, and the fans made for the referee, and they saw him with the camera, and they beat the daylight out of the young man. So these are issues that
needs to be cleared from the top.
They are not encouraging at all.
All right. Okay. All right. We need to just let tempers cool off, and the best way to do that is go on a break. So when we return, we'll talk about the kind of things that will make us smile. We've highlighted the things that you could call ugly, but when we come back, we'll talk about the things that will gladden your heart. So we'll go on that break, and we'll be back for more on Sports Tonight.